Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in today. If you're new here, my name is Ariel, and if you're not, welcome back. So today is quite an interesting video. It just sparked in my head. So originally, I knew I wanted to do this Wet n Wild one brand tutorial for a really long time, and then they came out with these new eyeshadow palettes which I just picked up. I did a few first impressions for this video, so I hope that you like that. And on top of that, I realized that these colors are just so beautiful, and I know that they have some shades that can recreate one of Kylie Jenner's new summer collection pictures that she posted. She had one with this type of look, and this is really what I took inspiration off of. It's not the same exact look. I tried to make it a bit easier without the like liner cut crease, and I wanted to use these specific products because I want to show you that you don't need expensive things if you can't afford it to create looks like this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already so you can see more of what's to come. Let me know your ideas down in the comments below. Now, if you want to learn how to get this look, then just keep on watching and I would love to show you how. A little update on the redness that I had all over. I only got burnt on my back because I couldn't reach it with SPF, but besides that, we're good to go. I'm not going to say Wet n Wild for everything just because this is a one brand video and that would just start to get really annoying, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to use their Dewy Face Primer. Now, the only thing I don't like, and I know that this is a common thing, is it was open already and it skeeves me out, which is why I usually like ordering my Wet n Wild stuff online. People are just... So let's just... I'm gonna put this on with my fingers. My freckles are like popping right now. Is there a dew? Ooh, there is a dew. I have their regular one and it doesn't really... I feel like it doesn't really do much, to be honest. Like super thin. But look at this. Ooh, this looks so good. And you guys know which one I've been using lately a ton, but check this out. Wow, that's great. Okay. So I'm pressing this dewy primer on my hand, but once it's set, it sets. Like, it's not going nowhere. That's impressive. For my brows, I'm using the Ultimate Brow Retractable Eye Pencil, and I was super excited because you guys know I love when it has that definer tip, that like triangle type tip for my brows. That's like my favorite, and especially when it has a spoolie on the end. Oh my gosh, give it to me. I have this like red bump over here. Ooh, this is going on nice. I'll tell you the little brief story of my awkward interactions with people on a daily basis. So I was coming home from my boot camp class. I walked in, I was holding the door open, and like, I guess people in New York have just gotten so used to everybody just being so freaking rude. I'm walking in and then I see the lady once I'm already inside, so I go and I hold the door open for her. And I'm like, oh, sorry. So, you know, I step back, I open the door for her, and she just stares at me. I'm just like, what? Why does this happen to me? Just, you're welcome. Goodbye. Like, if I was gonna shut the door on her face, mind you, she's right there already. So once she realizes that I'm obviously waiting for her to walk through the door because I'm holding it in like a really awkward position, I turn and I freaking hit the corner of the wall. And when I hit the corner of the wall, I say sorry, like if it's my fault. Like, was I saying sorry to myself? I don't know. And then, to make matters even more awkward, there was someone walking towards me and saw me like eat crap from the wall, basically. Quick brow update, since I'm doing them right now. I have to start picking at this one because it's looking a little crazy, but they're coming in nice. It's been maybe 7-8 months now that I've been growing them out, but So far so good. As far as this pencil goes, I like that it's a buildable formula because it does not come on strong. Because I want to show you guys the eye makeup first, I'm going to apply some of this concealer. This is their Photo Focus concealer. You guys have seen me use this like a bajillion times. But I'm just going to prime my eyes because they're looking a little darker than usual. I have been working very hard, but it's the good type of work. I'm gonna just blend this out with my finger, and this is the one that I don't normally use on my under eyes because it's a wee bit too light, as you can tell. The underbrow over here is looking so messy, but whatever. So this is the first time I'm using this. It is the Ultimate Brow Highlighter, so it's specifically for your brows to shape and lift them up. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do here. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to use this flat shader brush. Everything is from Wet n Wild, including the brushes. So I'm just going to use their flat shader brush and just blend this out a bit. This formula is so blendable. Is that a word? 1, 2, 3, boom. So on top of the already affordable Wet n Wild prices, they were having a buy one get one half off at the drugstore. So of course I finally got my hands on these eyeshadow palettes. So I picked up Not a Basic Peach, which had caught my attention the moment that I saw the picture on Instagram. And I also got Rosé in the Air, which I love the color stories on both of these. Their eyeshadows never fail, so I'm going to use this one for today's look. Look at how beautiful this is. So I'm trying to recreate this look from Kylie Jenner's Instagram. There's these two shades over here that are called Transition. They know what's up. They know what's going on. So I'm going to take this light transition shade over here. It's going all over. Pretty much we're going to set everything with this shade, and it's going everywhere. This brush is their crease brush, and I love it so much. Now I'm going to pick up this shade over here and also apply that in my crease. Using windshield wiper motions, I'm going to concentrate that mostly in my crease and my upper crease, not to blend up too far because I know I'm very guilty of that, and right in the outer V so everything elongates. This is usually where I have the most trouble. Like, my eye looks just always go south with this eye, so I'm just gonna take this edge and apply that there so I can, you know, not make it look ratchet, no pigment. So I'm just gonna use this to just blend over. This is also from Wet n Wild, and they have these exact ones with a rose gold handle. This is their large eyeshadow shader brush. I'm going to go in with this very dark brown and apply that right in my crease. She has a lot of definition going on, so we're gonna do this. Off the excess, and I like to pat it on first. Put it on the outside. Grab some of that transition shade that we used before and blend out that top. So I'm going to be here for like 5 minutes. If you have hooded eyelids, one tip that I give, just because I can see and I know that as I age they're going to get more hooded, like I just already know, it runs in my family, a lot of my aunts are like this, but look down to your mirror when you want to create that crease. When you look down, you'll see your bones stick out more, and you'll know, like, that's where I need to blend that dark shade. That's where I need to add that dimension. I'm going to use some of this golden shade. Because it's kind of like a dark bronze, I'm actually going to layer it on top of a little bit of this. So I'm going to take a little bit of this dark brown, apply it in the center. I'm going to apply some here. Now I'm going to take this golden shade over here, pack it right on top. I'm telling you, these eyeshadows never fail me. Go back into that outer corner and deepen it up and just make everything blend together. So this is just going to help, again, elongate the eye add more definition, as you can see. So the inner third of her eye is very orangey, so what I'm going to do is apply some of this beautiful warm orangey light terracotta shade. Look at this pigmentation. I'm going to apply that right in the inner third of the eye. We're going to apply something else in the corner, so don't go too far. Dark colors, you guys want to ease into it. It doesn't matter how many times, just because it's so much easier to apply more than it is to take away. So with an even smaller shadow brush that they have, I'm going to take that same gold shade and apply that in my inner corner. Just a little bit. Now with a baby wipe or whatever type of wipe that you have, I'm just going to clean this out over here just to sharpen it up. And then over here just a little bit. I know I put the primer on before, but just in case there was any fallout, which there barely was none, but the primer. I'm going to use this Mega Cushion foundation. It does have SPF of 15, and I bought the shade in Buff Beige. Usually for me, when things say buff, that's pretty much my shade, but I'm so excited because I've never tried it before. I already have like 3 of their photo focus ones just because my skin tone varies, especially now that I'm actually getting out more. I have heard some good things about this. If you want a further review on it, just let me know and I'll do an is it worth it, let me work it on it. I'm going to take their small stippling brush and just press it in to get some of that pigment. And maybe this is not the best way to apply it, but we're going to just find out. It might take a little longer, but that's okay. So I'm just tapping my brush into the foundation. And I have a lot of unevenness right now. Not that I don't like my freckles. I like it so far. It does have a very nice scent to it. It's not strong. It's not super florally. You know what it smells like? Like shampoo. Like when you walk by someone whose hair smells really good, that's what it smells like. I just tweezed my mustache before this. You guys, I love this. I'm obsessed with this coverage. And this is part natural light, part artificial light, you could say, that you're getting from me. And I like doing this specifically because I feel like you get the real gist of what something will look like. Now I'm going to use something that's nothing new on this channel, their Photo Focus Concealer. This is in Light Ivory, but I won't be using this shade. I'm going to be using this one that's all beat up. This is in the shade Light Medium Beige. So I'm just going to apply that under my eyes here, drag that out, and I like to apply it on top of my cheekbones. I know a lot of people don't, some people do, depends, but I get a lot of redness there, so it just makes it easier for me. And I have a vein that runs just along here where I'm placing this, so I like to make sure that it is very well covered. I'm going to use this brush over here. You've probably seen it before. I like to apply my highlighter with this. This is fairly clean, but these are my most used brushes, so I'm going to just use this to blend it all out. And it actually works very nicely. I might just get another one. Because I have a lot of under eye darkness going on, I'm going to take that light ivory shade, and this is also a little quick tip. If you have very deep under eyes, dark under eyes, apply a lighter shade just in the corner over here, like where it starts to dip, and that way it'll just bring them out instead of seep them in. So now I'm going to take their pressed powder, which I love very much. I have the shade Neutral Buff, and I'm just going to take their powder brush and press it in. You want to press. Press, press, press. Just press everything in. And I mainly like to concentrate it in my nose. In the summer, I basically just get oily here. I actually had a bunch of their cream products in front of me, but it just completely skipped my mind. So I'll just save those for another day. So for blush, I'm going to use my ever so loved Apricot in the Middle blush with their powder brush. I'm just going to take some of this and apply it on the apples of my cheeks and blend it out. And it does have like a slight sheen to it, which I freaking love. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to run a little experiment for those of you that do watch my videos. What am I about to use right now for my contour? Leave it in the comments below, and if you guessed it right, I love you so much. Do the same thing. I always have to contour this dome over here. I have a cow's lick, so, or like, is that what it's called? Cow's lick? Whatever this is called. So contouring right here just makes my forehead look a wee bit more normal. And then under the chin to chisel it out a little bit. So for highlight, I'm actually really excited because I do have a lot of their like Precious Petals, their new highlights, which they're freaking amazing, but I'm trying to try new stuff in this video. I'm going to use their Hello Halo liquid highlighter. I've never used this before, so it's a dope foot applicator. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna apply some over here. Ooh, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. This brush is also from their Pro collection, and it's the one I love to use for their highlights. And I might just, you can always add more, but it's hard to take away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Blend that out. Wow. That's intense. I'm not complaining. That's intense. So I just cleaned off this huge eyeshadow shader brush, and I'm going to apply that contour and contour my nose. And you guys already know which brush I love to use to contour my nose, but this is my second favorite. And like I always do, just grab the powder brush or whatever you apply your powder with, and I just go over it to make it look more natural. So her lower lash line isn't really smoked out, like a brown smoked out. It's more of an orangey one. What I'm going to do first is apply some of this orange shade that we used in the inner third of the eye. And I'm going to smoke out, well not smoke out, but I'm going to apply that in the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take some of that transition shade and put that in the outer half of that lower lash line. So this finishes off the actual eyeshadow look. I love that they came out with this skinny tip eyeliner. It is super thin, and I love that because lately I've realized that thick eyeliner just does not look good on me. And I've just found the best way to apply liner to my eyes that looks good on me. Wow, I'm actually obsessed. It has never been this easy to apply eyeliner for me. I'm obsessed. Personally, I don't drag it in all the way anymore because I've realized that it just doesn't look the greatest on me. So they're going to be sisters today because I know if I do one more stroke, it's going to completely throw everything off, but I've been loving doing my eyeliner like this. Now I'm going to try out their MAC Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. So it's bothering me that I don't have nose highlight, so I'm actually going to take my pinky dip my finger in here just like a little bit, tap it off on the back of my hand, and apply some right on my nose and whatever excess there is on the bridge, just like that. She has like a hot orange waterline, so I'm actually going to apply some of this gel lip liner. This is in the shade Red the Scene. Do this at your own discretion. Wet n Wild is cruelty free and all of that good stuff, so I'm just gonna go for it and hope that it doesn't make me look like a sick person. I'm going to actually use this on my lips. I'm gonna rub it off a little bit so I don't gross anyone out. And I'm gonna line my lips. These gel liners are also so underrated, let me tell you. And now I'm going to top it off with this really hot red orange liquid lipstick. It is in the shade Flame of the Game. We're going to take some of their highlighting powder. I'm going to apply it on my Cupid's bow just because I can't go without a highlight here. So that wraps up this look and this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some tips out of it and just enjoyed this new one brand tutorial type series. I loved doing this and trying to take inspiration off of Kylie Jenner's look because it was just amazing, and I tried to make it easier for people to recreate, so it's not like difficult with the cut crease and stuff. Just know that you don't really need super expensive things to create looks like it, and this video I feel like shows you that you don't, because Wet n Wild is, I've mentioned it before, one of my favorite drugstore brand. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? Click that bell button, that way you get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really truly appreciate it, and I hope that you all have an amazing day. Bye. Anxiety needs to calm down. And drop everything. And apply it on my Cupid's go. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? I'm literally sweating profusely right now trying to concentrate. And if you have and a stabbing of the eye. Okay, it's in my eyeball. Alright, my eye is now black. They're small stipple. I'm so freaking excited. My back is literally dripping sweat. That's great. And of course I just messed up my nail, but that's okay. They were all looking ratchet anyways. And I picked up this choco pie. Incredibly rude. To freaking relax. I actually wanted to use